topic for today is about Facebook ads. Alam ko, sobrang favorite nyo to. But I'm not an expert pagdating sa Facebook ads kasi hindi talaga din ako masyadong, alam nyo yun, katulad ng iba na gumagastos ng malaki to have Facebook ads. Facebook ads. But, tinatry ko pa rin na more on organic. But, running a Facebook ads, talaga, malaki yung tulong nito, lalo na sa mga nag-online business. So, yun. So, if you have any questions, just comment it down na lang. Then, our special guest will answer it. No? So, but, ayun nga, remember yesterday, actually the other day, nagtanong ako kung ano yung mga challenges and frustrations nyo when running an ad. So, yun yung mga i-discuss natin today. And if you have, further questions, just comment it below. And yan, hopefully, masasagot yan ng ating special guest. So, yun. So, it's already 3 p.m. So, let's start na. So, hindi ko na patatagalin pa, no? Alam ko, very excited din kayo sa topic na ito. So, let's all welcome ang poging-pogi si Sir Julian Canita.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you for having me, Trixie. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hello!
Hello. So, yun. So, kamusta po, Sir Julian?
Ayos naman. Everything's well. Thank you for asking. Hope everything is well then. Particularly, ako kakatapos lang nung sale niya sa Lazada. So, hope everyone, as you mentioned, I hope everyone is starting to bounce back na rin.
Yan, yes. And, ayun po, thank you po sa, pag-yes nyo sa, namin, sa invitation. And it's really an honor. Diba? Guys, kung hindi nyo pa, I don't know if hindi nyo kilala si Sir Joel, but kilalang-kilala siya ng lahat na nag-Facebook ads. He's really one of the best Facebook strategists. And yeah, follow him on his Facebook account. Yeah. So, yun. So, Sir Julian, di ko na po patatagalin pa, no? So, the other day po, nagtanong ako sa mga kagrupo ko kung ano po yung mga frustrations and gusto nila malaman about Facebook ads. So, ang una po nilang tinanong ay, ito po. Ay, ba't ayaw? Sorry.
Sige lang.
Excited? Ano ba yun? Ba't ayaw niya?
Okay, while you're getting that fixed, if I may lang, baka there are some who are not familiar with what Facebook ads are. Basically, kung kayo familiar with Facebook ads, punta kayo sa Facebook niyo. Tapos scroll kayo, minsan makakita kayo ng sponsored posts. Yun ang Facebook ads. Sometimes makakita kayo ng post from a page na hindi niyo naman kilala or hindi niyo naman fina-follow, pero ba't niyo nakikita siya? It's because paid siya or ad siya, so kaya niyo siya na-reach. And I think one of the beauties of Facebook ads is you really it allows you to target your target audience, diba? Parang rather than pag may Facebook page ka, ito yung binebenta ko, sana maraming makakita. Sa Facebook ads, pwede mong sabihin, Facebook, ito yung produkto ko, please show it to women within Metro Manila. You have that set, ikaw pwede mag-set ng parameters on who you want to target. No, I think that's one of the best, if not the best, features of Facebook ads. Ikaw, as the advertiser, yung magsasabi, please show my ads to people who are parents in Metro Manila, age 30 to 40. No, para sulit yung binabayad mo kay Facebook. Hindi parang bayad ka ng billboard, maraming ang makakakita, pero sino ba nun talaga yung bibili? No? So I just wanted to get that out of the way in case there are some na, ano ba tong Facebook ads na to? So at least, hopefully you have an idea now.
Yes. So, yan. Tama yan yung kaya maganda yung Facebook ads kasi nga you can choose yung right audience and yan, target. Yan. So, sir, ito po yung una nilang question. What's the difference between running Facebook ads and post boost?
Wow, okay. My favorite question. Una-una pa lang. Thank you. This is ever since when I got started and when I started promoting this to other people, particularly yung mga hindi pa masyadong sanay sa Facebook ads, ang madalas na sinasabi nila sa akin is, Julian, na-try ko na mag-boost ng post dati kasi nasa page lang naman, di ba? Dali-dali. Boost post, reach 10,000 people. Pero, nag-boost ako ng post, wala namang nakakuha ang customers. No? May mga nag-like, may mga nag-comment, pero wala namang nag-inquire, walang nag-comment. No? So, diving straight to it, when we run Facebook ads kasi, may process siya. Pag nag-boost ng post ka kasi nasa page ka lang, if you've ever experienced this, nasa page ka, may button doon, boost post. Boost mo siya, isa-set mo yung content targeting, isa-set mo yung budget, at saka yung schedule. Tapos yun na yun. But when we run ads, we do it from an app called Ads Manager. No? Everyone na may Facebook account, meron siyang nakakabit na Ads Manager. Baka hindi pa lang na-activate or hindi pa lang na-explore, pero meron kayong Ads Manager. So when you go there, the process of creating the ad is much more, hindi man difficult, pero mas mahaba. Tatanungin ka ni Facebook, sino ba yung target audience mo? Mas maraming tanong about that. And then isa-set mo yung mismong ad. No? Ano yung video, ano yung creative, ano yung copy, iset mo siya. One thing that happens in Ads Manager na hindi nangyayari sa boosting posts is that tinatanong ka ni Facebook kung anong objective yung gusto mo for running the campaign. Parang, Julian, ano bang gusto mong mangyari dito? And hindi siya parang FYI lang kay Facebook na, sana magka-customers ako. No? Facebook is really asking us what results we want kasi Facebook will deliver those results for us. No, for example, kung gusto mo may mag-message sa page mo, dapat sabihin mo kay Facebook na yung objective mo ay messages. No, if you are running, if you want people to buy on your website, this is on your, if you own the website and you're able to put a code there, you can tell Facebook, Facebook, I want people to visit my website and buy. Yung gagamitin mo objective is conversions. If you want people to go into your store sa Lazada, for example, wherein that's not yours, but you still want people to go inside, we'll be using a traffic objective, no? People who click on the link to go to a website. There are over 10, mga 1 to 12-ish na campaign objectives to select from. And this is really there to support us na parang sasabihin natin kay Facebook what results you want para yun yung ibibigay na result sa atin ni Facebook. Now, going back to the question, anong kinalaman nito sa boost post? When you boost a post, you skip this whole process and it automatically runs your ad for the objective na engagement. Most of the time, engagement. Meaning, it will run your ad to reach people who are likely to just engage. Yun nga yun, likes, konting comments, and not necessarily to click on the link, to visit your store, or to message you. Diba? So kahit tama yung targeting mo, maganda naman yung ad mo, pero kung mali yung campaign objective mo, or nag-boost post ka, kung ang gusto mo, for example, gusto mo mag-message sa'yo, pero nag-boost post ka, chances are, hindi mo makukuha yung results na yon. So that's the main difference. When you boost the post, you're running your ad for engagement only. Whereas when you run an ad, you have all these options on telling Facebook what objective you actually want.
I see. So, Sir Julian, no, sa nabanggit niyo po, so, hindi naman pala talaga bawal. I mean, na gamitin yung boost post, no? Pwede pa rin. Pero hindi lang siya yung ideal kasi nga more on engagement lang siya if you really want to convert, di ba po?
Yes, so that's the other side of the spectrum naman. Some people will say, wag ka magbo-boost ng post, wag. Where for me, hindi, like you were saying, hindi siya bawal, hindi siya masama. It's just, is it aligned to the objective that you want? Kasi for example, kung ang objective naman talaga na gusto mo are engagement, then it's fine to boost posts. No? Yeah. I boost posts from time to time. Kung gusto ko lang ng engagement, gusto ko buhayin yung mga naka-follow sa page ko, that's very, wala namang masama nan. Kailangan lang aligned dun sa goal mo.
Yes, totoo. Kasi po ako din po, minsan nag-boost post lang ako para lang yung likes.
Yeah.
Nakakuha ng likes, no? Yan po. Okay. So, yan guys. Maganda, at least nalinawan tayo. Din sila lagi may nagtatanong nito talaga. And so now, I think it's clear na hindi sa bawal. Hindi lang siya ideal. And it depends on your objective. Okay. Yes. Ayan. So next po is, how do I know if I have set the right objective?
Okay. So in line with what we talked about just now, diba? Whatever objective you will put, on your campaign is it should be tied into what your actual objective is dun sa campaign. Now, going to the question itself, how do I know if I have set the right objective? Really, the answer here is we don't. No, at this moment, no, we don't. Tama ba tong gagawin ko? Gusto ko ng conversions or gusto ko ng website traffic, gagawin ko traffic yung objective ko. But is it the right one? That's how I would do it. But is it the right one? The real answer is we don't know. And with anything naman, how to know if we set the right objective, how we know if we set the right targeting, how do we know if tama yung ganyan, or even outside the Facebook ads, how do we know na tama tong gagawin ko, paano ko nalalaman kung tama tong lalaki or babae na to para sa akin? We don't know. The only way for us to know with Facebook ads and with anything is really to try it out and see the results. When we try it out and see na okay, de okay tayo. Pag hindi, at least alam natin. Ang maganda with Facebook ads is you don't, sometimes kasi people are scared of when we talk about testing. And when we talk about spending money to test, parang people will say, bakit ako mag-spend ng money to test? Gusto ko, pag mag-spend ako ng money, dun na sa sigurado. However, gets ko naman yun. Gets ko naman yun. But when we test, for example, number one, this is how we learn. And number two, paano mo malalaman that there is something better out there if you don't test? Diba? What if nag-run ka ng ads, tapos nakakuha ka naman ng sale, tas parang comfort zone, sige, hindi ko nababaguhin kasi nakakuha naman ako ng sale eh. How will you know na baka there is something better out there, baka mas mura, baka mas better na targeting if you don't test it out, diba? With Facebook ads, unfortunately, pero you have to spend to do so. But ano naman makukuha mo nun? At least you will have, without a shadow of a doubt, na yung ginagawa mo is tama. Now, in my case, I do testing talaga to learn. Like when I was getting started, how did I know yung answer dun sa first question, yung campaign objective? Because I tested. Now, we had a campaign driving people to a webinar. We had 3 different campaign objectives. It was a video ad, so ang objectives namin were video views, traffic to bring to the website, at saka conversions to convert dun sa website. Ano yung results na nakita namin? Number one, yung video views, maraming view siya. So yun yung objective. Pero walang nagki-click, so walang nag-sign up for the webinar. Yung traffic, which was yung gagawin ko dapat na objective, yung traffic campaign, maraming nakuhang clicks, maraming nag-click sa ad. Okay, sige. Pero wala halos nagko-convert. Yung conversion campaign naman, konti lang yung nag-click, mga half, pero doon nang galing lahat ng nag-sign up sa webinar namin. And now, if I did not test, I would have, based on my understanding, I would have just done the traffic campaign to bring people to the landing page. May nagko-convert naman ng konti, sabihin ko, pwede na yan. But because we tested, nakita namin, shucks, mas maganda pala yung results nito. Then, doon namin nakuha. Mas marami pa akong nasayang if I did not test, if you think about it. Diba? So how do you know if to set the right objective? We test and we try.
Okay, pag yung nagte-test po kayo, gaano po katagal yung testing period nyo before you kill the ad?
In general, I just like to have it around 5 to 7 days. Feeling ko that's around a good time. Wala siyang basis, parang lang, feeling ko lang. A lot of the things I do actually feeling ko lang. Feeling ko okay na to. Sige.
Kung sa bagay po kasi, di ba, hindi naman po dahil wala ngayon, bukas ganun uli. Di ba, malay mo on the 3rd day, pumutok, sabog yung ano.
And si Facebook learns din kasi. So sometimes it needs to take that extra 2 to 3 days to really realize, ito pala yung ginagawa ko. Ito pala yung hinahanap kong person. So in my experience, usually parang 2 to 3 days wala akong nakukuhang registrants or sale. Pero after the 3rd day, ayan na, natututo na si Facebook and then it gets smarter and smarter.
I see. Okay. So guys, ayun. So kasi yung iba nag-worry agad na parang isang oras pa lang nilang nilaran yung ads nila. Wala pang lang conversion. Syempre, hindi agad-agad. Kasi nga si Facebook, sabi nga nila, parang diesel yan. Pinag-iinit muna. Then yun.
Yes.
So, yeah. But of course, sabi nga ni Sir Julian, you need to check on the ad sets. Kung alin dun yung parang i-weigh nyo din. So, yun. Next. How to know if I am targeting the right audience?
Yeah. So medyo similar din, 'di ba? Na parang if you're running the campaign tapos parang hindi nagko-convert, chances are nasa target audience siya. One way to know this is if you are running specifically if you are running messaging campaigns. If you're running messaging campaigns, malalaman mo dun sa mga kausap mo eh. Like for example, I work with a real estate not a real estate, an investment firm. And then when we started running ads for 1 week, sabi, oy, maraming nag-i-inquire, pero pagdating ng usapan sa pricing, nawawala na, sinisin zone na. So that's a sign for us that we're not targeting the right audience. So when we got that feedback, edit kami sa targeting. After a few days, binalikan namin si client, sabi ni client, ayan, nakukuha na natin sila. No, so for me, for example, for a service provider, it's important that I touch base with my client to find out through the conversation kung ito ba yung target market. If you're doing this for your business and you're doing messages, it would be good to check then to see nagko-convert may mga kausap nyo or ang dami mo bang kausap na pero wala namang bumibili, di ba? So that's a sign na hindi maganda yung targeting. Sometimes kung marami nagko-comment sa page mo, you can also check there if you're targeting the right audience. May mga kilala ako medyo matyaga na check talaga nila yung profile ng mga nagko-comment or depende dun sa nature of the comment kung pasok sila sa target market, are they asking the right questions? Ayan. So, yun, those are things I would look at with regards to target audience.
Yan. And i-add ko lang, no, ito, papasok din po dito yung sa pag nag-boost ka kasi ng post, ito hindi mo masasala yung yung audience talaga. Kasi di ba po pag din sa business ads mismo, business manager mismo, maano mo yung, halimbawa, pag nag-work sa Krusty Krab, yung mga ganyan.
Yeah. So you can exclude those then.
May exclude. But if you just boost post, hindi. Wala pong ganun, diba?
Very limited yung targeting option sa pag-boost ng post.
So, yun. So, kaya better, pag ganun nga, may specific target tayo ng audience, better gamit tayo ng business manager.
Yes.
Tama po ba?
Yan. Yep. Ads manager. Iba si business manager.
Yes. So, yun. Then next is, how to know if I got my ad placement right?
So same again, diba, through testing. But specifically, what you would want to do is, so nag-run ka na ng ads, let's say for 5 days, when you go into Ads Manager, and again, hindi mo makikita sa boost post to. Sa Ads Manager, you will see the exact data that you want to see. Meron dong drop down called breakdowns. What breakdowns is it will show you yung breakdown ng results ng campaign mo. Maraming options yun. You can see gender, for example. Nag-target ka ng both men and women, makikita mo dito sa report na to, ilang percent ng budget mo yung pumunta sa men, ilang percent ng budget mo pumunta sa women. And then you will see how each one converts. Diba? Minsan makikita mo, mas maraming budget na punta kay women, pero parang mas nagko-convert si men. Mas maraming sales dito, ganyan. So in this case, you can do that with placements as well. You can have a report to see how each placements are doing. Kung naka-automatic placements ka, ang tendency niyan is a bulk of your budget goes to mobile newsfeed. But you would want to see how you're performing sa desktop. If you're running ads sa Instagram, you can also see the performance there. If you are running messaging ads, makikita mo din doon. So this is, you get that, yung breakdown report, click on placement, tapos tignan mo how each of your placements are performing. That's how to know.
I see. So, yan guys. I hope nasagot ni Sir Julian yung question niya na yan. Then, yan. Is creatives really important when doing ads?
I like this question kasi if you ask me, siguro mga 3 years ago, sasabihin ko sa'yo na no, hindi ko nga pinapansin yung creative eh. But I could not have been more wrong. Okay? And well, people are watching this on Facebook, so medyo weird kung papagawa ko to. But later, try nyo to scroll lang sa Facebook newsfeed nyo. Notice how mindlessly we scroll. And when do we stop? When do we stop and check out something? We stop when we see something that gets our attention that's relevant to us. And ano yung something na yon? That's usually the creative. Diba? It's the biggest part of the campaign. And before, sabi ko, hindi ko pinapansin to. As long as maganda yung copy ko, maganda yung offer ko, okay yung targeting ko, okay yung objective ko, wala na akong problema. Kahit anong creative ng isalpak ko dyan, yun na. But again, as I mentioned, I could not have been more wrong because kahit na lahat yon maganda, kahit na sobrang ganda ng copy mo, kahit sobrang expert na nagsulat niyan, if people don't stop scrolling and read what you have to say, tawag dito, and read what you have to say, wala lang din siya. And that is the role of the creative. The role of the creative, before, siguro a year ago naman, medyo feel ko na important si creative, ang belief ko was that the creative should convey the marketing message. May mga slides pa ako when I would teach this na yun yung message ko. Tinanggal ko na yun. Because right now, the way I approach it is the creative is there to attract attention. Yun lang. If it conveys a marketing message, then great. No, but the idea is to get the attention of the target market, get them to read the headline, get them to read the first part of the text, and then they will decide kung babasahin nila yung buong copy. So yes, it is very important. In fact, for me, for those of you who want to have a sense of what I'm saying, no, if you look at some of the ads, may mga ads sa newsfeed nyo na parang poster, parang banner, parang free webinar, or parang this for sale, ganon-ganon. Tapos punta kayo sa page ko, tignan niyo yung mga ads ko doon sa page transparency. Lahat ng ads ko, puro mukha ko, na walang kinalaman sa message ko na may isa nagto-talk ako, yung mga gayon, mga authority building yan, sadya yan. Pero may mga time na mukha ko lang, nakasmile lang ako, and the idea is to really just get attention. Means parang just last weekend may pinost ako na parang nag-boomerang lang ako na mukha akong tanga.
Yeah.
Tapos parang yung comments ng mga tao, grabe to, scroll stopping, ganun, which that is the exact description of what a good creative should be, scroll stopping. Imagine mo may someone, ikaw, diba, pag ang dami mong nakikita sa Facebook, how can you stand out? No? And that is with creatives that get people to say, uy, ano to? Diba? So, uy, this is relevant to me. No? So, yes, to answer your question, yes, creatives are very, very important. There's no right way to do a creative, but what you need to think about is what is relevant to your target audience and what they will engage with. So thank you for the question.
Yes. Actually, totoo yung kay Sir Julian, meron siyang isang ads nga. Pagugulat ka na yung parang boomerang lang. Very, hindi siya formal, pero mapapa-stop ka. Anong kayang meron? Bakit ganun yung ads niya? Kaya yun.
One point to this pala, we call it native ads. Native meaning kahit na advertisement ka, kahit na may ino-offer ka, the ad does not necessarily look like an ad, but it looks like something that's native to the platform. Parang normal post lang siya. So that's something that we go with then. Ayaw namin masyadong mukhang ad talaga. Na parang native lang. What you would normally see sa newsfeed. Yeah.
Opo. Yan. Totoo. Kasi, yun nga po, diba? Parang paano makakatch yung attention nila. Yeah. Yun. Next is, eto, how to avoid ad account being disabled. Grabe po yan. Na-experience ko talaga, yes. 3 ad accounts disabled in one day.
Mm-hmm. Ouch, yan. I noticed that this was a big problem talaga with Facebook advertisers. To be honest, medyo rampant here sa Philippines. At least based on my experience. Baka din naman kasi marami akong mas nakakausap dito. But anyway, it's very much a reality and it is very much devastating, especially for people who rely on Facebook ads to bring traffic to their site and to get sales. No? So how to avoid? Ang number one yan is remember that we are just using the platform. Diba? Nakikigamit lang tayo. Kahit na nagbibigay tayo ng money kay Facebook. So si Facebook, in exchange for letting us use these ad accounts, meron din siyang mga rules. No, so number one talaga dito is you need to be familiar with the rules of Facebook. Facebook ads in particular, kung ano yung mga bawal, ano yung hindi. And this is a whole different conversation na pwedeng magtagal, but I would recommend na lang for anyone who wants to learn about the policies to search na Facebook ad policies. It will bring you to a link where andun yung policies ni Facebook. Hindi naman siya mahabang read. You can go through it easily in around 10 minutes. Madali lang naman siya. May mga examples din doon. So very clear naman si Facebook. And these rules, if you go against them, or nag-post ka ng bawal, first few warnings, madi-disapprove yung ad mo, which is okay. Sometimes, ang disabled account comes from pag ang dami mong ads na disapproved at nakita ni Facebook na hindi ka nakikinig, i-disable niya yung ad account mo. So, number one way to avoid your account being disabled is to follow the rules. No, also know na kasi sometimes kahit na nag-follow ka ng rules, your ads will be disapproved, and unfortunately, sometimes madi-disable ka. It's important that you're familiar with the policies kasi if you know na hindi ka naman lumabag sa kahit anong policy, hindi mo kailangan mag-panic. You can simply appeal, and makikita ni Facebook na, oo nga, no, hindi ka naman talaga nag-disapprove. Baka automatic lang siya and they'll put it back up. Most of my experiences have been that way, na parang na-disable accidentally. Medyo mabagal lang ngayon mag-respond si Facebook since the rise of this whole pandemic, but it na-up siya. Like for example, for a client of mine now, we're almost about a week na naka-disable pero wala naman kaming bawal. We're just waiting for Facebook to reinstate it. So, yun, if you know na wala kang ginawang masama, you can just appeal. Some specifics lang here sa Philippines based on what I've noticed na. Number one, ito yung mga bawal that unfortunately, I hear that a lot of other people are saying na ito yung gawin nyo. Pero actually, this is what gets ad accounts disabled. Number one, to have multiple accounts, as in Facebook accounts. Someone approached me before, ang sabi sa akin, Julian, sabi nitong person na to, create lang ako ng maraming accounts para pag ma-disable meron ako. Pero actually hindi, Facebook is smart, of course. Facebook is smart. Kahit na mag-create ka ng maraming accounts, matatrack pa rin niya coming from the same person. And if you are pag nahuli ka ni Facebook kasi kaya naman matrack yun, you are putting all your accounts at risk, even your main primary account and the ad account attached to it. Na pag gumawa ka ng panibagong ad account elsewhere, matatrace pa rin siya ni Facebook, kakastart mo pa lang, disabled ka agad siya. Kasi kailangan mong masettle kung ano man yung issue nyo ni Facebook before bago ka mag-move on. Parang relationship yan. Bago ka pa maka-move on, kailangan masettle mo muna yung past hurts. No? That's why, pag may mga lalapit sa akin, yes. Kaya may mga lumalapit sa akin, sabihin nila pangatlong account na nila. Sabi ko, ano ba yung nangyari sa first account? Disabled, tapos pinabayaan ko na. That's actually the wrong way to go about it. You need to be able to settle that first before creating new ones. No, so going back to my point, no, you're only allowed to have one Facebook account, no, as a profile. And yung profile na yon, Facebook does not allow na business siya. I think ngayon hindi na siya masyadong uso, pero a lot of people, what they did before was may sarili silang account for business. Minsan nakikita ko pa rin na parang business account only. So you're actually not allowed to have a business account. Kung business ka, if you're representing a business, dapat Facebook page ka. If you have a second or third account, do you need to delete it? At this moment, kung ayaw mo, technically hindi naman. Hindi mo kailangan i-delete. What I would just warn you with is just avoid spammy activity. Spammy activity is yung mag-a-add ka ng random people ng mabilisan or magko-comment ka sa mga post ng mabilisan, anything that would put attention to you. Kasi that is what dun magdidig deep si Facebook kung second account ka ba or anything. So that's number one. Number two, I found a lot of people have been having disabled ad accounts because of payment method issues.
Yeah.
Really, if you can, credit card talaga is the best. Payment method to have. Though what a lot of us do, even ako, is I do PayPal, I do debit cards, I do GCash. Yun yung mga more popular ones. Ang problem dito is, number one, swertihan siya. Like for me, medyo for the longest time, ayaw ng debit card sa akin. But for my friends, okay naman yung debit card sa kanila. So, dinaan ko na lang sa PayPal. And of course, because these are, these are debit types of transactions, diba? Yung ando na yung money, tapos na-charge siya, rather than credit card, yung bank muna magbabayad and then you'll pay the bank. Meaning, medyo dependent siya sa balance mo. And the moment na mag-charge si Facebook, then you did not have enough balance, it tends to think na parang niloloko mo si Facebook. Parang ganon. So sabihin niya, ay sige, ayoko na makipag-transact with you. This is why a lot of new advertisers, pag may bagong ad account, yung meron silang billing threshold or limit of na very low, like 500 pesos. Meaning every time your ads reach 500 pesos, nag-charge agad si Facebook. And only after a couple of transactions mo siya pwede increase. No, so that's the other usual culprit of getting disabled. So tatlo siya. Not following the rules, specifically having a second account or a fake account, and number 3, payment methods that aren't that Facebook isn't super happy with. Yeah.
I see. Tapos po, Sir Julian, lang, follow-up question ko lang po. Kasi napansin ko po, I have, parang, sa isa ko pong parang business manager, is, parang isa lang yung pwedeng maging ad account. Tapos dun sa isa, 5. Iba-iba po.
Yeah, you can request for support to increase that limit. Again, it's Facebook's way of trying to control lang din. Pero if you talk with support naman to increase, tatanong niya sa'yo kung bakit mo gusto mag-increase. So medyo control, lang siya. It's a control thing. Hindi siya, ito yung limit mo forever. Now, right now, ito lang yung limit mo. Pero kung kailangan mo na extra ad accounts, for example, nag-request ako ng extra ad accounts for a different line of business. Gusto ko separate siya, iba yung pixel, iba yung ganyan. So, then nag-grantan naman. No? So, kailangan lang siya ipaalam.
I see. Pwede pala yun i-request. Okay. Kasi po, yung...
si Facebook.
Kasi yung isa, nakalimutan ko, hindi ko alam bakit naka-dollar, siya, yung currency, hindi na siya pwede palitan. So, nagtatry ako mag-add ng ad account, hindi pwede kasi isa lang yung allowed dun sa particular,
Pwede mo pa increase yung limit mo.
So, yan guys. I hope nasagot na yung sobrang tanong natin na bakit tayo na-disabled. So, I really hope na hindi naman we really hope na walang ma-disable, pero hindi kasi to maiiwasan talaga. So, we really need to be careful and basahin talaga natin yung policies ni Facebook.
Yes.
Yan. And then, next, how to avoid banned business manager. Ito, higher level na to, mas masaklap to.
Yeah, actually, it's the same. It's the same. Lang naman. It's exactly the same things that I just discussed, no. But we're talking about on a business manager level, naman. Meaning, you as a Facebook user, if you are not complying with the policies, again, natatrack siya ni Facebook. Kaya ako, si Julian, alam ni Facebook kung ano yung business managers ko, kung ano yung ad accounts ko, ganyan. No, so ako as a Facebook citizen, it's my duty also to be a good citizen. Otherwise, pwede i-ban yung business manager ko. So for me, there's no real big difference naman between avoiding being disabled sa ad account and avoiding disabling your business manager. It all boils down to whether you're following the rules and your relationship with Facebook. No, so if ever na nandito ka, don't worry. In my experience, medyo madali naman nakausap si Facebook. Couple of years ago, hindi masyado. But I think that's something they improved on mga latter part of 2017. So naka-bookmark na nga sa akin yung chat support kasi I find myself na madalas nag-chat support for myself, for my clients, to check on any questions. And siguro, one piece of advice lang then if you're speaking with support, minsan kasi nakaka-frustrate, diba? Na parang bakit na-ban yung business manager ko? And one thing that we want to do is to blame, diba? Na parang bakit yung ginawa to? Ganyan. I don't know kung may effect, pero in general kasi for me, I'm the type of person na ayoko ng conflict. So, yeah, I recommend talking to the support team nicely. I
Yeah,
don't know if it
professional.
helps. Yeah, I don't know if it helps, pero it hasn't steered me wrong. It hasn't steered me wrong naman so far. So, yeah, just please, thank you, ganyan.
Yun po. Usually po kasi parang, ang question po pala din, pag sinabi po nilang the decision is final, you cannot do anything about it, ganyan-ganyan, talagang final na po yun. I mean, hindi na talaga, wala ka na talaga magagawa to appeal.
My most recent answer to that, kasi before, siguro mga last year, ang answer ko dyan is hindi totoo yan. Kasi you can appeal ulit. Sometimes nakukuha ko yung approval on a second, third, fourth appeal. But I think this year they implemented something new, so you will need to be careful. So ito yung advice ko. You appeal once, kasi parang may 3 times na lang kayo pwede mag-appeal eh. So far, ayun yung nakita ko. So you appeal once, kung ma-deny ka, you appeal a second time. You appeal a second time. Kung ma-deny ka ulit, my recommendation is you appeal a third time, but this time, do not end the conversation without Facebook telling you what your next step should be. No, meaning, for example, kung sabihin nila na, Julian, wala na talaga, the decision is final, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So before mag-end yung conversation, our conversation would make sure na masagot yung tanong namin, so what should we do next? No? So what should we do next? If we want to continue running ads for this business, what should we do next? So sabihin nila, mag-create ka ng bagong business manager or mag-create ka ng bagong ad account. My recommendation is to have the instruction come from them so that alam mo na, okay, ito yung next step. Ito yung clear next step. And then, if you take the next step, for example, sabihin nila, create ka ng bagong business manager. So, nag-create ka ng bagong business manager, and after we were talking kanina about yung mga hang-ups, hindi natapos, ma-disable tong bagong business manager mo, you can now go to Facebook and say, kayo yung nagsabi sa akin na ito yung gawin ko. No? We only had to do that. It only happened to us once na ganon. So ever since then, hindi naman na nangyari uli na naka 3 strikes kami tas hindi na approve, no? But we always do that now, screenshot, to make sure na if we do take the next step, pwede namin sabihin kay Facebook, kayo yung nagsabi na ito yung gawin namin. No? So yan, a piece of advice lang.
Yan. So yan, hindi pala, tawag ito, maigsi lang din pala yung pasensya talaga ng mga taga-Facebook. So, hindi pala, I mean, every time na nag-a-appeal tayo, talagang we really need to state, na, yung, na, parang ma-convince natin sila na you're not violating anything, di ba po?
Yeah.
Na gano'n. So, hindi lang basta, tanong na bakit mo disable, ganyan. Yep. So, you need to state din po yung, parang may explanation na, di ba po? So, yun. So, actually, Sir Julian, yun lang po yung mga questions namin. Thank you so much po. Not sure lang po, check po natin yung sa mga comments. Baka may questions sila. Eto po. Yan. When I test, I always choose conversion. Okay lang po ba yun? Purpose ko is sign up, learn more, or ATC.
Yeah, ATC being add to cart. Yeah, I mean, that's not a problem naman. Specifically, in your case, if you want to get people to sign up or to add to cart, these are what we call conversions. Or actions on your website. No? So the key here also is that it is your website, and you're able to put the Facebook pixel there. Just a bit of an advanced thing na the Facebook pixel is a code that you put sa Facebook, as a website mo, so that you can track these things, no, like people signing up or people adding to cart. Now, if you have that on your website, yes, definitely use conversions. However, if you are running ads to a site that is not owned by you, no, like Lazada, traffic would be a better objective because you can't track conversions. Parang tayo as advertisers, we cannot track conversions on a site that's not ours. So for you, Facebook user, if conversions are working well for you, then definitely go lang.
Yan. So yan, hopefully nasagot na. Anything else, guys? If you have any more questions, just comment it below.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
actually, guys, diba, I shared before yung isang link from Sir Julian, yung how he ran Facebook ads. I na-share ko yun sa group natin.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, you can just check it out again. Yun yung ang title, what's the difference between Facebook ads?
Yeah.
Facebook ads and
Boosting posts. Yep.
So you can check it again if you so yung mga basic how to run an ads nandun. So if you really want to learn how. And so yun. So and then Sir Julian, baka 'di ba you have programs, courses you may want to promote. Yeah,
thank you. So if anyone wants to learn more about Facebook ads, we have different courses on Facebook ads, from basics to advanced to mini courses. You can find them all at school.awesomessph.com. And then we have a coaching program as well na mas intensive, gives you access to all these, parang all access to all the courses, called Awesomeness and Facebook Ads. Pero para hindi kayo malula sa dami ng stuff, you may want to just check out yung mga free webinars and free trainings namin. You can go to juliancanita.com, and then pagdating nyo doon, there are 3 options there depending on where you are. Kung mag-start ka pa lang mag-Facebook ads, kung if you're an experienced Facebook advertiser na and you want to upskill, or if you want to do this as your business, you want to run Facebook ads for other people as a freelance service, we have those 3 trainings there on my website. Just select and wala naman siya schedule. Anytime you want to watch them, feel free to do so. It's juliancanita.com. And yeah, so after that naman you can check out all our different courses if you want to join. So thank you for allowing me to share that.
Yeah, no problem po, Sir Julian. And yun nga guys, kindly follow Sir Julian yung Facebook niya. And yun, and yung mga mag-subscribe din kayo sa email list niya kasi sobrang dami yung matututunan. And yun, and if you really want to learn about Facebook ads in a higher level, you sign up for the courses. And yun nga, I am sure hindi ka magsisisi for signing up kasi yun nga Sir Julian have already helped a lot of entrepreneurs, clients, diba? And yun. So guys, wala na ba kayong question? Yun na yun. So yun. I think wala na po silang questions, Sir Julian. Nasagot niyo na po lahat. So do you have any last message for our viewers regarding Facebook ads or about importance and all like that?
Yeah, don't for me, don't overthink it. Don't overcome it. Don't be scared. It's parang what's the worst that could happen, diba? Na parang you spend a few pesos, makakuha ka ng sales. So parang don't be scared. There are a lot of content and trainings out there. If you want to learn more, it doesn't have to be coming from our trainings. There are a lot of people who are super helpful then that you can reach out to. So go lang, don't be afraid. And I also like to take this time to thank you for watching live. Thank you, Trixie, for inviting me. This was super cool. And yeah, if I can help anyone out, just let me know how. Game lang. Alright? Thank you, Trixie.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. And sorry po, may humabol lang. What is the difference po kapag FB ads lang without website or store and yung may store?
Ay, bawal na. Joke lang. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think, and thank you for that question. Buti na bring up now. Kasi I think that's the other misconception a lot of people have about Facebook ads na parang, ba't ako mag-Facebook ads wala nga akong website? The beauty of it is hindi kailangan ng website. I've been doing this for 5 years. My longest client to date, dates back from more than 3 years ago. So 3 years na kami nag-run ng ads, walang website. All our ads just drive people to Facebook Messenger. Nag-uusap na sila through Facebook Messenger. Prior to COVID-19, I've been working with a plastic surgeon clinic for 2 years. Walang website. video ad lang, ito yung service namin, message us, pagdating ng message, may kipag-usap lang, and that will bring to the clinic. So hindi kailangan ng website. In terms of what's the difference, babalik tayo sa usapan ng campaign objectives. Since you're no longer bringing people to a website, you can select the different campaign objectives that don't require a website. Particularly, I use messaging. Kasi for a lot of people here, especially here sa Philippines, at least nag-start yung relationship, yung sales relationship to inquire sa Messenger. No? A lot of the campaigns I handle are driving people to Messenger. Tapos nagkipag-usap lang sila until nagiging sales sila. No, so that's one big difference, diba, na parang rather than using conversion or traffic as the objective, just use another one, and then mas manual siya, conversation, which isn't a bad thing naman. No, so yeah, I hope that helps.
I see. So yun. So Miss or Mr. Facebook user, I hope Sir Julian answered your question. So yun. So guys, sabi natin kanina, last na yun, baka may bayad na yung mga sunod na question. De, joke lang.
Go lang.
So Sir Julian, ayun, alam ko po sobrang busy niyo po, and again, thank you so much po for saying yes for this live. So we're forever grateful po sa araw na to, and I hope we can invite you on next sessions po kapag okay po yung schedule nyo.
Sure.
So yun. And God bless po sa mga programs ninyo.
Thank you. Thank you. Yun. Thank you for having me. Had a good time. Thank you.
Okay, Sir Julian. Thank you po.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Ingat po. Bye-bye. Ayan. So guys, thank you for watching today. It's more of tayo ngayon, question and answer about Facebook ads. And by next week, I'm planning to have naman yung hands-on parang sample natin how to really run a Facebook ad, no? But like what I mentioned kanina, I've shared yung sample or basic video ni Sir Julian on how to run a Facebook ad, and you may want to watch that again, diba? And yun nga. And regarding Facebook ads, I know ngayon sobrang taas mag-Facebook ads, but if it's really converting, then it's worth fighting for, diba? So yun. I really hope marami kayo natutunan today, and I know it's very unusual kasi we always have Saturday session, but ayun nga, since our special guest is not available on a Saturday, that's why ginawa ating Friday. But moving forward, magiging every Saturday na siya ulit. But tomorrow, wala po tayong live session. Pahinga lang po muna tayo for tomorrow. And yeah, next Saturday, see you again. And then, wait lang po kayo sa announcement what will be our live session will be. And again, guys, and I really want to thank all of you na naka 1,000 members na tayo. Yay! Congratulations, everyone. Thank you sa support. Thank you for believing in our group. Thank you for believing sa purpose na mga ginagawa nating mga webinars and all. And I really pray and I really hope na mas marami pa tayong webinars na ma-share sa mga susunod na araw. And yun, if you have any suggestions or requests for any webinars, kung may gusto kayo matutunan, just message me and let's try na makahanap tayo ng help from the experts, diba? And so yun. So guys, I really wish you a great weekend. Okay, and huwag niyo kalimutan magpahinga. Alam ko kakatapos lang ng mid-year sale. And again, congratulations sa inyong lahat. And yeah, yun. Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you for your watching. Bye!